Hey, been an exciting morning as always. I mean, with early signing period, guys that you've been working on for a year or more. You've built great relationships with them and their parents, and watched them have great seasons as they've gone through it. But this morning's always special because of just the anticipation of it all. You're seeing guys that have worked extremely hard to make their dreams come true and have the opportunity to continue to keep playing this game and playing it at an extremely high level. And so we are really excited about this class. This is a class that we think is probably the best class that we've signed here from top to bottom. Just a lot of speed in it, a lot of length in it. As our conference continues to grow, we've got to continue to keep growing with it, and I think this class really accomplishes that. From an offensive line standpoint, able to add 3 guys right now, that one of them being a JC offensive tackle, James being able to come in and give us an opportunity to continue to keep growing there. You got Gabe out of Union, a local kid that is just, you've watched him grow and mature, has done such a phenomenal job, and great family, and what he is bringing to the table, and feel like he can come in here and do a great job for us at the center spot, which he played this year for Union. Dylan from Houston is just, he's a guy that's aggressive. He comes off the football, he plays with the type of intensity that you need. He can move, he can bend. He's a guy that just brings so much to the table. As you continue to keep going down that list, I mean, you look at the D-line part of it, you got Hayden Grant over at Owasso, who got him another state championship. We've got a lot of guys on this signing class that have won a ton of games, whether that be state championships, whether that be their team went 13-1 or 13-2, or those guys that have been in programs that have been successful in bringing that same type of intensity to our program here and continuing to raise levels. But Hayden had a great year, and really sealed off the state game with a great play there. And Rico kind of doing the same thing with what he's done at Carl Albert, and so proud of those guys and the level that they brought to their teams and to their schools. You look at Everett out of Killeen, who plays with great pad level, great hands, has a great motor. You just continue to go down the list and you look at these guys. I mean, Sean O'Keefe from San Saba, Texas, who probably most people in this room don't even know where San Saba is. But this guy's a top 10 Texas high school player right now in the whole state, and just did so much, playing safety, playing receiver, playing quarterback, playing running back. Does a little bit of everything for them. So excited to see what he's going to bring to our secondary. He's a guy with length and speed and can really move around back there, and has a great feel for the game. You think about our quarterback signee in Roman Fuller, who, he's thrown for 4,000 yards as a junior, I think, and right around that again as a senior. Continued to do great things. I mean, half the time, his dad's the head coach, and he's out there with the opportunity of being able to call some of his own plays, being able to execute those things. So his football IQ is just off the charts, and so he's graduating early, going to be here early and get a chance to go through spring ball. So I'm excited to see his growth as that comes through. You look at the weapons we're trying to add around him with the 2 receivers, both of them from the Houston area, both of them caught right around, I think, 900 yards this year, sitting there around 10 to 15 touchdowns apiece. But these are guys that just make big plays in big games. Slim or Jalen, he's a guy that, I think in playoff game number 3, he catches the ball over the middle, makes a huge play, loses his shoe and his sock. How that happens, I don't know, but just continues to get down the field and score. And so it's just, with Jalen and with Malachi, both of those guys I think are going to bring so much to the table. You look at the tight ends, one of them being a JC guy, one of them being a high school guy out of Houston, Bain and Jacob both, I think are going to bring so much to the table to us. I mean, guys that can do it as far as a blocking standpoint, but also allow us to do some things in the passing game that we haven't really been able to do as much in the past. These guys are great route runners. They do a great job extending the field, but also are going to add that to us that we need in the run game part of it. And so you think about the two corners that we're signing, and I think these guys kind of fit our mold of corners. I mean, they're long, they're athletic, they're guys that are very physical. They can support when it comes to the run game part of it, but do everything that you want them to do in the coverage part of it, just with that length. I mean, very typical of what we've been recruiting at the corner spot, and these guys I think are just going to add to that mix. You know, Devontae Betts, that's coming out of Arlington as the linebacker spot of it. A guy that can really move, probably looking at him more as a star part, but he's played safety, he's played receiver, he's played outside linebacker, he's got a nose for the football, he gets around it, got a great motor. And we can go down the list, and I hope, you know, I don't want to leave anybody out, but obviously y'all got questions as we go through it. But this is a great class, a great start to a class. We're going to have the opportunity to continue to keep adding on to this class, whether that be we've got some transfer things that are happening right now. We still got some guys out there that are continuing to go through the process that we're going through the process with, and feel like we're going to be able to continue to add greatness to this class that has started off with such a bang.